Welcome to another day of packing up Christmas. Andrew had the tree on, and I don't know, it looks so nice. My angel is all crooked and everything, but I'm kind of debating on if I wanted to leave my main tree up a little bit longer, but I don't know, like clutter is starting to happen. I find everything kind of gets piled on here, mostly by my husband. But anyway, I slept in a little bit today, not as late as yesterday. I like to be up by 6. And I am back to my cardinal mug and I'm gonna have my coffee. Okay, I have the first load of laundry in for our bedding. That is my big goal today, is just to laundry. I also have the dishwasher running, and then I have all of my little lists and everything, but I pretty much know what I want to get done today and everything. It's Saturday, so it's a pretty normal day. Like, it feels like it's Saturday, we're back on track, and the weather is not very good today either. We are under a weather advisory, and it's not for snow, it's for freezing rain, and it's supposed to last for the majority of the day. And then I was going to put this in with the load this morning. I forgot about it, but I was going to get this all washed and ironed and everything and then put it at the top. So when I go to decorate next year, I have it, because I had to dig for it this year. So I just want to do things a little bit easier. And then I take my rings and my earrings out every night, and they're all over the place wherever I am going to put them. So I think I'm just going to get all of this packed away today and then just have the table runner. And then that way I can decorate it tomorrow. And then I am going to be looking for a mirror to go above here. I'm not in a big hurry for it. When I find it, I'll find it and we'll figure it all out. And then this will get packed up today, all of this, and then all of the pillows and everything, because Linus has been on them. I will wash them and get them packed up and everything today. And then the tree, I think I'll take the decorations off today, and then tomorrow we'll pack it up. It is really, really pretty. Like, I actually love the tree this year. I don't know if it's just the extra lights or just everything. So Steve got a new ornament for Christmas, because for Halloween he dressed up as Ted Lasso, and it was so funny. Andrew dressed as Scooby-Doo and Steve was done early, so we went and picked Andrew up, and Steve was in his Ted Lasso costume, and he had like the mustache, and Andrew was so fascinated with the mustache. So Steve took it off and Andrew put the mustache on, and it was so cute. So when we were wrapping this for Daddy, Andrew was like smiling. So I should put something on the bottom for 2024, so we have like those little memories, because we have one downstairs that was for the year we did like the door decorating contest and all of that. And then this one here still blows my mind, that Charlie, Linus, and Snoopy, aka Hunter, I don't even know when we got this one, but we only had Charlie at the time, and now like it's just so weird how all of these other little things add up. And then my little mouse, and then the new one that I got this year, so cute. And just lots of little treasures on our tree, and then just the ribbon, and then the beads and everything. It just wouldn't be my Christmas tree without all of that. So, and then we just have the collar there too. So I'm just gonna be working on laundry all day today, Linus, so you might have to get off the pillows. Yeah, I think you do. And then I think I'm gonna keep the sled out for the month of January. And my washing machine is uneven because of all of those like fleece blankets. They're just so hard in the washing machine, so now I gotta go balance that out. Yesterday was the same thing with that red like fleece one. It was so heavy, so now I gotta go and move everything. And my little mice and everything, I don't know, I'm just like ready to get the house kind of back to basics. It's been a beautiful Christmas. Everything was so perfect with all the decorating, but I am ready to get it packed up this weekend just to start off fresh on Monday. Okay, I finished this one up. I just did some different colors, and then like the red in here bled through a little bit, but that's okay. I don't know, I just wanted to do something a little bit different with the blues and then the yellows and then the pinks. So anyways, I'm gonna let that dry. It's 9:30. I am the only one that is not dressed, so now I'm gonna move upstairs I switched the laundry into the dryer, so I'm going to put laundry away, and then I'm going to do the next part of our bed. So I started with the blankets and the pillows, and then I'm moving to the comforter, and then the last thing I will do with the sheets. So that way when I pack it up, the sheets will be on top, because that's the first thing that I put on our bed. So just a little bit of a game plan of just being organized for next year. It feels really good. And I'm also going to bring the totes in from the garage and start packing up some of the Christmas decor, just to be able to wipe everything down and sweep and vacuum and do all of that. So then tomorrow we'll be focused on just putting out my blue decor. I don't want to peek at it or see what I have. I don't remember everything, and I think it'll be a really nice surprise. So anyways, I'm moving upstairs to get dressed for the day and just go from there. I have dinner out, so I'm working on the dinner video too, and I didn't make it upstairs because Steve wanted to go over like all of the streaming services and everything, because we have quite a few of them right now just because of everything with Christmas. So the Paramount, we only had it for Yellowstone, so Steve's watching a few shows here and there. Prime, we always have. Disney, I really only watch it for Only Murders in the Building, but then I want to watch Will Trent season 2 because season 3 is starting. Steve's watching stuff on Apple. Netflix, I watch Downton Abbey, and then Crave, I watch Harry Potter because they're my comfort movies to fall asleep to. So we kind of wrote down when everything is renewing and all of that, so we want to make sure that we cancel that. And honestly, I'm fine with just like cable television and YouTube. I like to watch sports, I like to watch the news, I like to watch some different channels. I watched a lot of the W channel, obviously, in the month of December, so most of this stuff is Steve's of what he likes to watch. But anyways, we just came up with a game plan because he had his phone open and his apps and all this stuff, and I said, let's write it down on pen and paper, and then we know exactly where we are. So that's another thing we'll be doing in the month of January, is getting all of our streaming services organized and then only having one at a time and enjoying that one service. Okay, so I put the pillow and the blanket in here, so I just have our comforter and then our sheets to put in here. And we're just trying to get everything together today, like the streaming services and everything. My husband is a binge watcher, and then I'm thinking, oh, curling's going to be starting. And then Andrew likes YouTube and he likes Disney Junior. Those are the things that he watches. So anyways, the dishwasher's done, so Steve's getting that emptied. So I am now going to get dressed, and then I am going to do our room because I washed the pillowcases that I wanted with that. And then we are going to get back on track. So I know it's a little bit rambling this morning, but these are all the little things that goes into managing a home and staying organized and all of that. And I know hopefully some of you can relate. So let me know how the streaming services work in your home, or do you still have cable, satellite dish? I know some people still have a satellite dish because they live in the country and the internet and all of that is not available for them. So I'm going to get this packed up today until next year. And I also wash everything with scent beads, just so it smells really nice. And then I just pull it out next year because I know that everything is clean. Okay, I'm just going to do a little check-in. So I feel like I got a lot more done, but then when I look at my list, so strip our bed, I put the new sheets on, the comforters in the washing machine. I just did the nightstands, the dresser one I have in the washing machine. So I did a tidy, so I just have to vacuum and then dust the last little thing there. And it's going to be lunch soon, so we're just cleaning up the fridge, and then I'm going to start the living room. Finish the bedding and all of that, and then the table runner for the hutch, I think that's downstairs. I'm gonna have to go find that. And then donations I want to get packed up for tomorrow too. So anyways, that's what I wanted to do, is like to get our room, all of the bedding and everything, and then start the living room, getting it all packed up. So that's where we are. So so the bedding in our room is done, and then all that. So it's, you know, it's all coming together, like I said, a little bit every day, just trying to figure out our streaming services. I got all of my coloring books together because there's 2 new ones coming today, so that way I can get that all organized and kind of like use what we have. And then that's the goal really for 2025, is really just buy what we need and make use with what we have. So I'll explain a little bit more about that after I get all of the table runners and everything on everything, after all of the laundry and dusting and vacuuming is done. I have the table runner in the laundry now, and then I'm just going to start packing these things up. So I got a new frame last year. of the kids because the other one, the arm broke off of it. So I got a really nice one from Amazon. And honestly, I think if I wasn't doing these lists, I would be completely overwhelmed and would just want it all done. And I would just shove everything in bins so quickly. And then when I would go decorate next year, it would just be a hot mess. So I really do find just doing a little bit every day makes a big difference. And I think the past couple of years, like all of the decluttering and everything that I've done has really paid off because all of the Christmas decor that I have left, every single thing is pretty much meaningful, except for like a gnome here and there. But almost everything that I had out this year was very, very special to me, and it has stood the test of time. So I just put everything in this one red bin, and then anything that is fragile, I wrap it up in the stockings, and then I just put them in here. I find it really works for me. Over the summertime, I say goodbye to all the Hallmark snowman. I have no regrets. It took me a while to say goodbye to it. So if you are starting to pack up Christmas and you're just not sure of what you want to keep and what you want to get rid of, try and sort it out into piles. Or if there was something that you didn't use this Christmas and you're not ready to get rid of it, just kind of put a little note in it so that way next year whenever you unpack it, you see it. And if you have that feeling that you want to keep it, then keep it. And maybe if you don't have that feeling next year, maybe it might be time to say goodbye to it. So, don't always rush to get rid of everything. Sometimes a lot of decluttering takes time because you don't want to get rid of anything that you might regret. And for me, the snowman took a couple of years, but finally over the summer, it was time to say goodbye. So the table runner is all washed, ironed, and ready to go, and it's right at the top. Okay, so I just wrote down the red bin, main decor, the table runner, the mice are in there, and everything else. So then when I fill up the other red bin, I'll kind of know exactly what is in there. So the way that I have it is the two gray ones, one's going to be the kitchen, and that will be at the bottom. And then the other gray one will be all the pillows and blankets. And then like the second red one will be all like kind of that miscellaneous stuff. Just so that way I have an idea of where everything is. Like I found it was very helpful last year. So these were the notes that I made last year. Order hand soap, Bath & Body Works Christmas. I have lots of it. Organize the trees better. Make sure the cords and everything are in the boxes and the tree stands. Packing up Christmas. So under the stairs, like I have all of that. Tree topper, skirt, and everything. I had that all in the bag. And then the red tote, puzzles and games, VHS, and all of the trees, everything's under there. It's pretty much going to be the same this year. But then, like last year, the red tote was pillows and blankets. The gray one was dishes. The gray tote was the main floor decor. And then in the winter's bag, I had like the garland, the mouse pillow, Charlie Brown, and the stockings. But that's going to actually be in another red tote because it had extras. So it's just a better idea, like what I did this year. But now I'm just really expanding it a lot better. And our bed is all done. I've had this set for years. I don't even know where I got it, and I'm just putting it back on. And then this blanket I got for the living room, but I don't really like it. It's very heavy, so I'm just going to put it at the foot of the bed because that is where Linus sleeps at night. Come on, Linus. Come on. Get in the position. That's where he sleeps at night. And I have a white pillow that I'll put here because whenever nobody's home during the day, Linus sleeps on the pillow, and I know that because there's a dent in there. That's right. Our nightstands I just put back on the other table runner. Didn't even read any of this book. I don't know, I just can't get into reading, and coloring is a lot more enjoyable. So just everything's neat and tidy, good to go. Hunter, this is one of the beds that he came with. He came with this and the donut. And from what I know about him, there was two dogs, and I think this was the other dog's bed. And then Hunter's bed was the donut. So anyways, Charlie loved this bed. Linus never ever goes into it, but this is where Hunter sleeps at night. And then Linus sleeps on this blanket, and I'm leaving this Christmas tree up. And then this is the table runner that was on the chest in Andrew's room, because I was thinking about going out and buying a new one for us because we had this like old one on here and it was like so dated. So I'm just going to wash it and donate it. And then this is the one I'm going to keep on here. So then I have something else to put on the chest. So anyways, I'm seeing like all dust in the corners of the bed. The ceiling fan needs to be dusted, but I just have one more load of stuff to put in the dryer, and then everything is done. So anyways, it's like 12:30. I'm done for now, and I think the rest I'll do after dinner. That way we have our afternoon to do all of that stuff. And I think I'm going to do a full video on the coloring because I just don't want to have too much of that today. So anyways, it's been a really good, productive morning. I just kind of set some little goals for January just to start off the year good using what we have and all of that. And I think that's one of the big goals in 2025. But we'll talk more about that as the year continues. Right, Linus? Right, you love your blankets, and I'm going to get a pillow to go there for him. I had these green pillows. I got them at Giant Tiger. Like, I thought they would work for our living room, but they're very, very lightweight. And I kept going to donate them, and I just never did. And I'm like, I think they're just perfect for this. Like, I have, like, green sheets, and they kind of work. So I think it's just something to have there, and then Linus will be curled up with them. So anyways, he's following me everywhere. So I think that finishes off our room, and just keeping the tree for a little bit until I'm ready to give it up. I still feel like having that coziness on those dark winter nights in January will be nice to enjoy, right, Linus? Oh, big yawn. So we're gonna leave the tree there, and then I got the last of the bedding done, so I'm gonna pack this up too, and then everything is done for all of the Christmas bedding. And I have the runners from our room in here too, so I'm just gonna get this closed up and then show you what I'm gonna put on top of this, just to change things up. And then this is what I put on. It's just the Pioneer Woman, the table runner. It's like reversible, so I think last year I might have put that on the hutch downstairs, but I just want to have the plain white. So anyways, I just put that on there, and this is definitely a treasure to have that my brother made. I'm very thankful and grateful to have it, and I think it's a wonderful place to keep all of our holiday bedding. Okay, sorry for the glare. So this is the Cozy Girl Christmas book that I've been working on, and it's from Jeanette Veronica. So this one here is from her too. So this is the Cozy Girl Winter. It's just, you know, little pictures and all that with little winter scenes, coziness. I think that's the same one that was in the other book. But anyways, I got that one, and then I got this one too, Cozy Girl Winter Coloring Book, Dots by Lena. I don't know a lot about the coloring books. Like I said, I started with the Megan Miles art, but I think I got this one just because it had the little mouse couple at the top, and I like this one has some bigger scenes in it. Like these are a little bit different, so I don't know, like I wanted to change things up a little bit. But anyways, I think I'm going to do a whole video so that way I can link it down below because I got a lot of questions. So I'm not going to work on these till January, and I'm just going to keep poking away at this one because there's some other scenes in here too that are, you know, I could do for winter or whatever too. But anyways, I definitely want to keep working on this one. I do really like it. I just think it's so pretty. So anyways, we'll talk about that in another video. So comment down below if you want to know more about it, any questions, and if you don't like to comment, just give it a thumbs up too if you want to see it, so that way I know if it's a little bit higher compared to the other videos. So I'm going to take this red tote out and put it in the basement, and then in the dryer I have the pillows, the 3 pillows from the living room, and then I have the blankets in the washing machine. And when they're all done, I'll put them into that gray tote, so that way I know where all of the pillows and blankets are for Christmas next year. So I'm gonna get the other red tote and then pack up the rest of the Christmas decor after dinner. I talked about this before, is that sometimes like to-do lists would give me anxiety. And part of the reason for that was because I put all this stuff on there that I would like to get accomplished, but realistically it just wasn't going to happen. And I think like in the month of December, I've really figured out like this is what needs to be done today, setting up a certain technique, and then if it doesn't get done, you know, I can carry it over until tomorrow. So I really find that I'm figuring out how to make the to-do list and everything work for me, and that has been really nice because I honestly don't know what I would have done the past couple of days without these lists. Now I'm gonna fill up that other red bin, and I didn't have this last year. Like, I had extra stuff and it went into like a big winter's bag. So I have that extra one now. So I'm putting the blanket in there that was on the bench, and then the pillow with all of the bells on, and then I'm also going to put in the Charlie Brown tree. I do find that the little like nut in the bottom of it sometimes can get stripped. So I was trying to screw it off, and I think I'm just going to try and keep it in because it can move a little bit, and then just kind of get it settled in there. And then I'm just going to wrap the little blanket around the ornaments so it doesn't break. So I have a little bit of extra room in this tote, so that's really nice because most of the other stuff is in the other one. So that's all I did, was I just put the little blanket around the ornament, and then just a couple of other little things in here, so that way when I go to decorate next year, everything will be in these two red bins, so that way I know when I go to decorate, everything will be in there. So the garland, and then the little snowman family that Andrew made. Sorry, this got so silly, it got unfocused, but anyways, I wanted to get the table runner on here, and I like to have just the plain one because that way the blue will go with it. And then I'm going to wash the dog beds and then put the black and red one away, and then put the other one on that matches, so the boys will have their blankets ready to go. So anyways, the tree is on there. And I just put a gray blanket on the ottoman, and everything else is very bare looking because all of the red is packed away, and Linus loves to sleep on the blankets. And then I did get a KitchenAid cordless vacuum. Steve went crazy with this stuff, but I've been using it to like vacuum all the little areas, and it has been very nice. So anyways, that is the mishmash at the bottom, and then I have the blue bin here, so I am going to put the blankets and the pillows in this one, and then hopefully everything will fit. So I have the one blanket in there, and then I'm going to get the other one folded, and then hopefully I can get all of the pillows in here, but the two red ones fit in here, and then the other one, scene one, I ended up putting it into the other red bin. So honestly, everything for Christmas is pretty much packed up for my Christmas tree. So I will be back tomorrow to share with you the last little bit of packing up Christmas and decorating for the winter blues.